Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. I hope you are doing well. I'm Ross, I'm the GM and host person for Dice for Brains. This is going to be the 6th episode of the Partisans of Parsh. Hopefully you've been following along. If you haven't, feel free to check out the video log that's here on Twitch or go over to our YouTube stream. The podcast versions will be coming out very soon if that's your preference. You don't really need to get caught up per se because they are into some wholesale criffery at this point, as we've been discussing backstage. And I am very intrigued to figure out why and then how and then a bunch of other stuff that we'll hopefully figure out tonight. It's also Joshu's birthday, so we're going to do some fun stuff for his birthday. Yeah, so this whole stream and season is possible thanks to our executive producer from Patreon, Brendan, who's also playing Nullus in the stream. So big thanks to him and to all of our patrons. If you are interested in becoming one of our patrons and getting some more Dice for Brains stuff and helping out with production, head over to patreon.com/diceforbrains or head over to diceforbrains.com and find out about that and more stuff. All right, well, I am going to stop rambling now and get to some written structure in the form of a Star Wars crawl. Hello everyone, welcome to the show, and big welcome to our cast, hooray!
You did it the right way!
I did! I've learned finally that it is the opposite way that I think it should be.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm kind of learning there, and you know, look at the camera and stuff like that. We're figuring it out as we go. Which we should have, thank you Joshu, we should have a little more figured out as this is the 6th episode, but this is how we roll, especially this month. So yes, welcome to the 6th episode of the Partisans of Parsh. You guys did some crazy stuff, and I want to get to all of it. Yeah, you can count on your fingers. It's definitely the 6th. I've been doing this. It is happy birthday to Joshu, who's playing Pal, but we'll get to a little more of that in a bit. Let's do some just general introductions so everyone who is viewing knows who you are and who you're playing. Would you like to start, our executive producer, Brendan?
Hi guys, name's Brendan. Playing character Nala Snov. He is a ace driver. He's motivated by vengeance against the Empire, and his duty is space superiority, although that's been kind of expanded to vehicle combat superiority.
Yep.
That's about it.
All right. And on to the birthday boy, Joshu.
Hi, I'm Joshu Reynolds. I'll be playing Pal Eden. He's a human soldier, specialization commando. His duty is support. His motivation is glory and fame and personal wealth. And that's the sweet and short of it, I guess. Did I miss anything?
I don't think so. I think that's the gist of it.
All right. Right on.
Eileen?
Hi, I'm Eileen Shaw. That was really
I see.
it was a little too much. I'm sorry about that. I'm playing Selcoldia. She is a Salonian. Her career is spy. Specialization is slicer. I don't know why I started off that high. Wow. Motivation is connection type, and her motivation is to protect the Empire from bringing war to Salonia and to keep her den safe.
Right. I like that it's protect the Empire from bringing war to Salonia because of what would happen to them. Fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, all these people can deal with it. I don't want my...
Makes total sense. Makes total sense. And Susan?
Wow, that is so selfish, Eileen. I love it.
Oh, says the traitor. Okay.
Oh, we're calling her a traitor already? We haven't even got to recaps yet. Okay, all right.
Wait.
Yeah, let's
do
do some introductions.
Hi, everybody. I'm Susan White. I'm bringing you Soli Drift. Soli is a human-looking infiltrator spy, and her motivation is to rescue her brother, and her duty is resource acquisition. And I say that she's human-looking because she's not really a human. She's a Claudite, which is a shapeshifter.
Excellent. We have some ground to cover on the recap for certain, but I want to go ahead. Sorry.
None less important than the fact that the rest of the players, the rest of the party, the characters don't know that Soli is a Claudite.
Yes, that is
Very
yet
true.
to come up, but I have a feeling it's coming pretty soon. But I want to do some questions before we get into it because I need to understand some stuff, I think. So, Nullis, let's start with you.
Yeah.
Can you tell me about a time in Nullis's life where he might have maybe, and intentionally or unintentionally, ignored some cultural delicacies that got him into trouble?
Well, where he grew up, he was in the kind of the sector with the other. Now I'm blanking.
Seleucians?
Yeah, guess you would call it that.
Works
So
for me. I mispronounce all of them, so you could pretty much
yeah,
make
so
something up.
he doesn't
Heads.
and yeah, so he doesn't really understand other species customs that well.
Got you.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be real tough for him to even recognize. when he
Okay.
screws things up and makes things awkward.
I like that. I like that. So he's so oblivious to it. His answer is no, although there's probably a ton of times he's actually done that.
Oh yeah.
Oh, never. And everyone around him is like, you keep walking in on me in the bathroom. What's that all about?
That makes sense. That makes sense. All right, excellent. Pal, can you tell me about a time in your life where you maybe, got jumped isn't the right word, but got into a situation where you were severely outnumbered, like in a 1v1 type small engagement encounter?
Do you want me to come up with something while he was serving with the rebellion, or
That's up to you. Just any time in Pal's life.
when he got whooped?
I mean, he doesn't necessarily have to get whooped, but where he got himself into a 10v1 kind of small arms sort of engagement where...
Okay, well, he's done extractions before, so he
Okay.
has, and this was with the help of Skipper, as I like to refer to Nullis as my skipper, because he's always piloting the boat.
Right.
Ship.
Well, boat, ship. See, that's why you're the skipper. You know the difference about these things. There's some, we were done a couple of extractions, and I have to say, at least on one occasion, it probably was more hairy than wasn't, and probably had high pucker factors going on, and probably it was being shot at by more people than he cared to sit around and count.
Got you. And how does he react? And like, is that a flight takes over, or
Get
like
behind the shield.
Yeah. Okay.
Retreat backwards. Keep
Makes
maintaining fire. Use smoke. It pops smoke. Throw grenades.
Throw grenades. The defensive guy. Throw grenades. That's fine.
It's the lead. It's
supportive for sure. So that's good.
Great for retreat.
Yep.
Yeah, so
Absolutely.
yeah, it's about retreat, but you retreat the proper way. You just don't turn around and run with your back facing them.
Right on.
Don't act like prey.
All right.
Okay.
And Salcoldia. I don't know if there was anything like on your home world where you played games where you chased things. Did you ever I don't know if there's like a
You mean
sport.
the game of life?
Well,
And we chased
I
our...
mean,
our...
I don't mean so much metaphorically. I mean very actually, as in chased a small rodent or a ball.
When we hunt.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
Can you tell me about a time in Salcoldia's life where she was on a hunt and the prey was just extra tricksy and just disappeared in plain sight, that sort of thing?
You mean like last episode?
No, I mean another time. That's why I
No,
said
that was
another.
the only time.
We
She always
already
kept-
know about that one. Okay. So what was the time where it was very difficult?
You mean like last episode?
Other than that one. Other
I
than
know.
that one.
I know. I can't get over it. I haven't slept the past week because of that. But
At least you lord the triumphs over yourself as much as you do me. I appreciate that as the person usually on the receptive end of that.
that was awful. But no, she's pretty good at hunting, and because when she's hunting, it's not just for her; it's for her community. So
Gotcha.
if she fails to feed herself, she fails to feed the rest of her sisters. So, yeah, she doesn't fail at that
Oh,
for this job.
Wow, that sounds like there was something deep.
I
dark.
know, I wanted to make fun of you, but you brought it
going-
so real to such just a
He's
real
like, no,
place.
I never
and
messed
now
up.
I can't.
I don't care what anyone said. I've never messed up. Anyone says different, I'll cut them,
And no one will find the bodies.
or they will, and that'll be the last thing they.
All right, and
There's
moving
a special
on.
way to get rid of them.
Yeah, that's what we don't need to find out about. I'm pretty sure that'll get us kicked off Twitch.
Get-
Anyways, Soli, can you
Yes.
tell me about a time in your life where you did something like this before?
Did something like what?
Well, we're going to cover that on the recap, but I don't know exactly what you're doing. But a time where you did something that would have at least initially been perceived as counterintuitive at best and treasonous at worst?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes, indeed. When her brother, Saren, went missing, he had been sending the locations of some particularly juicy Imperial supplies to the Rebel Alliance. And she thinks that that's why he got taken, because somebody caught him in the act. And so in order to get out of her regularly scheduled duties on the planet, she was working as a computer slicer. She did a couple of little computer slicing techniques to show that she was actually at work while she jumped onto a ship and left the planet. And that definitely would have gotten her in trouble on her home world. So she may not be welcome when she comes back. She may not ever be able to go back.
For more reasons than one.
Yes.
Speaking of, what happened last time, everybody?
I'll let somebody else go first.
All right. Well,
Second place.
Pal and Nub were investigating the presence of the underground or illegal or quasi-legal branch of the rebellion that was in Shady Town. We're trying to locate, not only so we as the players could know what was going on, but find out, I guess, on behalf of the base and of, what was the commander?
Bronwyn. Yeah, there's been some shenanigans. Somebody was supposed to show up, and then Tanga showed up.
And Tanga shows up instead. So we were investigating that, and we did terrible on our rolls. Unfortunately, I did terrible on the rolls. It's really all my fault.
Except for Ross.
Well, yeah, but anyway, so my terrible rolls landed us eventually in a situation after asking around and flipping a light side point in order to get any success. Somebody was guiding us to possibly speak to Tanga, and then we were in an ambush sort of situation and surrounded by shady characters.
Very much.
That were telling us that we were surrounded in a deep guttural hut language. Hut voice, hut language. Hut 2, hut 3.
Oh, we were just told we were surrounded.
We were told.
That's true.
It is
failed
so
to roll to determine if we were surrounded or not. I rolled like 12 dice and it came out a total null, like a wash.
But you had like your little friend that you picked up in the cantina.
And
they told you that that's what it meant, right?
No, I don't remember that bit. What are you talking about?
I don't remember if that. Who was translating? Was anyone translating, or we?
No,
were just
our friend.
Oh, he did.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he did let us know that they told us we were surrounded.
That's right. I'm of the skipper. I think we can shoot our way out of this.
Oh my gosh. All right. Before we get to anything like that, there was a bunch of stuff that happened on the base too, which was equally, if not marginally more absurd, I think. Although it's like a high risk, high reward sort of play, I think, which I'm also okay with.
That's debatable.
Yeah.
We'll
Well, if someone would have done their job in the hallway, but
yeah, the guard that was knocked out.
those poor guards, you have done.
That wasn't his fault.
Well, so we had come up with a plan with Bronwyn to.
Yes, this was the important part.
Yes,
the plot
our team
that we have.
was going to attack the tilt, and her team was going to head to the mines. And once we finish at the tilt, we would head to the mines, assuming we had all 4 members. But now I don't know so much. And then towards the end, Soli decided she wanted to interrogate the prisoner a little bit more, which was
Right,
okay,
right.
fine.
Well, you definitely had to split up. So
Yes.
a portion of you are going to attack the tilt, and a portion of you are going to attack the mine.
It needs to happen simultaneously.
Yes.
Yes.
That was the key deliverable metric out of that.
Yes. So then Soli went to go interrogate the prisoner, and then
Yes.
Salcolia watched on her datapad.
Yes.
Datapad.
And finally learned the prisoner's name, at least their first name.
I don't even remember. What was it?
Chez.
What was it?
Chez.
Chez.
Oh,
Chez,
because-
yes.
Like I just keep being on like a French restaurant. Chez Magnifique.
Right,
And
right.
it turned out that he was a French parkour expert.
Yeah, so Salcolia tried to stop him, and she got covered in this gel.
You're
goo
skipping a
stuff.
bit. You're skipping a bit.
That's
Skipping.
okay. That's okay. I'll fill in. So
Yes.
Soli was interrogating the ISB prisoner Chez in his cell.
Yes, and let me know
sure.
in Twitch chat if you know why that's his name. Please continue, Soli.
So you can say Ches roasting on an open fire.
Yeah, she asked him a couple of very basic questions, didn't feel like she was getting anywhere, had an idea, and the reason that she was able to interrogate him in the first place is because she knocked out the guard with one of her poisoned darts, which was really kind of risky.
Which you like stabbed them with, like.
I know. I mean, it's like she lost her temper or something. I don't know. Anyway, she was just going a little berserk there.
Oh my.
And then once she was in the cell, she got frustrated with the prisoner. Instead of stabbing him with the second poison dart that she carried, she went over to the guard, got his binder cuff keys and decided to let the ISB agent go. It was really weird. I don't know what she's thinking. Anyway, continue, Eileen.
I got nothing. I got nothing.
Well, that's when you decided you were going to, your character was going to stop the runaway prisoner. 'cause
Which
you were
was the
watching
right
on
call, I think. Just the dice dictated the story go another
Dice
direction.
were not with us
No.
last night.
And then that little parkour jumpy McJumperson rolled a triumph getting away from him.
Yes, and I got strained.
He
in the
got
process.
away. Oh dear.
Now you got a
So
loose
sad.
ISB agent somewhere on the base. While Bronwyn is calling the troops to rally and hand out mission plans and get
Watch her get
everyone
assassinated
going.
by this jerk.
Right? Oh my gosh, thank you, Joshu. How many dark
You're
side
welcome.
points do I have left? I got a
No.
lot of that.
No.
Joshu, be quiet.
Hands off the dark side.
I got a lot of that.
There's
But
no
that's
letting
not
go of the
that's not where we're gonna start. We're gonna start this episode way down on at Shady Town. But before we do, we normally roll duty, but I think it is apropos as we are playing this game on or very near Joshu's birthday that we trigger birthday duty. What does everybody think? Yes? Yay!
Do it.
Yes.
Huzzah! And there
All
was
right.
much celebration.
Plus, we can't roll it for some reason, so we are triggering Pal's duty. Bum bum. So you get extra wounds and stuff. It's great. You might
we
need
get a
them.
temporary wound bonus.
You do. You get a temporary wound bonus. And let's
Oh.
let's pretend like we hit it exactly. So I think you get 2 and everybody gets 1. Is that how that works?
Unless we
Nice.
roll doubles, and then it would have doubled.
We're just gonna do regular. Calm it down a little bit there, Nullis. I appreciate
I
that
don't
though.
know, man. That's
That was
that's
a
like
nice
what, rolling an
idea
80?
there, Brandon.
outside of the realm of possibility.
Enjoy your 2, everyone. Enjoy your 1. Happy birthday parties. But yeah, everyone's got to go home.
Now we have
Everybody's
12.
getting drunk on wound bonuses here and crashing. Nope. Everybody gets a little bit and goes home.
So we all get an additional 1, and Pal gets 2.
Yes, which may or may not come in handy depending on what happens down on Shady Town.
And that gets added to wounds.
Yes, but just temporarily, not permanently. Just for this episode. She's right. It's going to end up permanent. I know it. I know it.
We don't play like that.
All right. So we open on Shady Town. It's this small little village that's been put together by the ne'er-do-well element here on Parsh. It exists in the shadow of 3 of the major rock outcroppings that hover along the surface of the planet, Atreyu City being one of them, the primary one where the rebel base is. So it's very dark here, almost a permanent nighttime, which is really the only way the surface allows survival, because the temperature can just bake the metallic elements in the soil and the multiple suns. It can create a whole host of problems and is largely unlivable for anything that isn't a native flora or fauna here. And you stopped by the cantina on a hunt for Varn/Tanga, really anybody at this point, because it is about go time. And you need to make sure the rebel element here in Shady Town is ready to execute whatever the rebellion has in store for Atreyu City. But due to some unfortunate circumstances, you have found yourself, Nullis and Pal, in a open space surrounded by a loose outcropping of slapped together structures of ship parts and other plastic crates and whatever they can find to make building structures out of. It is very dark aside from a few lone light sources on some of the buildings, and you're in the center of this clearing with the person that led you out of the bar, and you had just heard a loud, eruptive voice of a hut probably inform you that you're surrounded. At least that's what your guide at this point has told you. There's definitely motion on the edges of the shadows.
Okay.
You can feel the air tensing, the ground cracking under your feet a little bit. Becomes
the shuffle
still.
of my feet as I head towards one of the buildings to use as partial cover, keeping the shield up.
All right, so all of the buildings are a fairly long distance. So are you just booking it, or are you shield up, trying to protect Null and move defense? How are you maneuvering here?
I believe I'm going to say if it's going to take a maneuver, It's gonna take an extra maneuver to get to partial cover at one of the buildings. Then we're gonna be booking it and spending 2 strain to get to it.
All right, as you look like you're about to take off, your guy... Whoa, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Surviving. We're not going to stand out here and get murdered.
If you move, they're going to shoot.
The one guy?
He said they're surrounded. There's lots of them. Look,
Where?
that is not... They're in the shadows, probably. I don't know.
Oh, no, they're going to pull off some shots. They're going to pull off some shots. Because Nuv and I are not going to sit out here and... seriously, Skipper, we're not going to sit out here and discuss this, are we? You know, if they've got us covered, then they can start shooting at us on the way there, and I could, realize it that way. But I'm not going to hear it from this guy.
In the brief... Go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, no, you go.
In the brief break in conversation, you can hear like a metallic squeaky sound that's getting a little closer to you, coming from one of the shadows behind the building.
Okay, so it's 2 strain for us to get there and take partial cover, and then I'll roll initiative?
Well, so assuming they have you covered and already beat it on, if you move, they are going to shoot at you, is what the guide has told you.
Well, you're the DM. You could, pull off some warning shots if you'd like.
The guide is slowly backing away. Like, if you're going to do this, at least give me, 3 big steps.
No, there's not. No. I'm tempted to use him as a human shield at this point.
Uh-oh. Nellis, what are you doing?
Yeah, stop, pal, stop. First, what is making this noise? I try to see what's making the squeaking noise or whatever noise.
Okay, when Nuv tells me to stop, then I just drop to my knee. I get behind my shield, and I've got the carbine aimed over it. Making as much cover as I can out of myself in the kill zone.
You are straight up in the kill zone, definitely.
Oh, I know this.
All right, Nellis, let's get a perception check, I think. And I'm going to give you a setback die because it's dark and shady town and scary stuff.
Okay. Can you get a help from me because I have low light goggles on?
Yes, you could help give direction for that. That'll be a boost die. I'll go ahead and add that.
Because for me, it would take away the setback.
Yeah, I like that. You can sort of describe. You're close enough where you could whisper it to one another.
Or I could be over there.
Yeah.
And
All right.
take 2 strain to take aim at it with my rifle.
This is going to go poorly, most likely. Cause...
I know. Let's get it over with.
The ones that we thought were great went not great. So hopefully it'll be the reverse of that.
Oh, I failed with a threat.
Okay. So you could not isolate the sound. It's bouncing weirdly between the buildings, but it's definitely getting louder. And it sounds maybe like some sort of massive assault cannon or possibly just like a squeaky kid's toy. It's really hard to tell, but it's definitely stressing you out. So you're going to need to take a strain.
Okay. Can I make a stab at that roll, or what's going to happen next? You want to just tell us what happens next?
Well, as you are focusing in on the direction of the sound, as it is definitely getting closer, you can certainly see a boxy outline. It's something large and metallic. It seems to be waddling left to right on these big...
Yeah, is it a hut with some training wheels?
No, it is definitely more metallic than a hut should be, and has a wide, long head that is almost equal length of the shoulder, and the arms look a little bit dangly.
Like a hut?
Or, as it's finally come out of the shadow a little bit and you get reflective light, it's definitely a droid.
Ah, okay.
A big, slow, walking droid. It doesn't look right. It looks like it's 2 droids put together.
So obviously a homebrew model.
Yeah, so the bottom part looks kind of like a trash can that waddles, and the top part looks like a R2 unit top half that's been smushed and kind of affixed to the top of this thing. And then there's some sort of vocal cage there from, I don't know. It's a whole mess. And it is not quick. So it's this really slow, lumbering, left to right, drawn out movement as it is walking towards you.
Does nothing move quickly on this planet?
It is taking ages. Your guide is still slowly backing up little by little.
That's close enough, Tin Can. State your business.
You were to pay tax. You avoided your tax. Also,
Oh,
it is reported that one of your street urchins bit Marv.
well, Marv can take it up with the cops. All right. Maybe if we've got some
Master
business we need
is the cops.
Okay. Well, we got some business with some important people. So maybe when we take care of that, we'll be able to pay our taxes. Okay.
No, you will pay your taxes. They are
What
good for
taxes?
society. You
What
owe a docking fee.
Oh, for crying out loud.
And when we went to collect, your defensive measures bit one of our companions.
Okay. Good.
That will cost extra.
All right. Put it on my tab. My name.
Unfortunately, tab not recognized.
Yeah. My name is Tanga. I got a bluff roll.
I'm gonna need a roll. Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna need a roll for that. Man, this droid is dumb though. Okay.
Well, see, I was hoping. Is it negotiation?
No, because you're straight up
Deception?
lying. You are trying to pretend like you are Tango in
Coercion?
this scenario.
Skullduggery. It's skullduggery.
No,
Skullduggery.
there's deception, right? Or am I crazy? Is there no deception?
There is. Deception.
Yeah,
There is
it's
deception.
unfortunate. I think it's deception, my friend.
Okay.
I'm sorry. And wow. Okay, so
Can I get a boost dice for using a recognizable name?
yes,
Alrighty.
but I'm gonna give you a setback die because you don't look anything like it.
All right. Well, I am human.
You are human, and that's about where the similarities end, I think.
I wonder if I should flip a light side point for a hat to blow.
Man, I was thinking of flipping a light side or a dark side point for something. You're gonna flip a light side point for a hat? I love that.
That way it would take away your thing. I mean, all right, is the roll set up now, though, Ross? So let's
Yes,
just
we
go
are.
for it.
We are ready
Let's
to BS this
Roll.
droid.
Oh, you're right, we are. Or maybe not.
All right.
A whole lot of it advantages there, though.
Unrecognized. You are not Tanga Don All.
But how are you going to spend those advantages?
It actually thinks it doesn't know who it thinks I'm someone else who has already paid their taxes. No, that would be a success, right?
That would be a success. Yeah, I feel. There's lots of situational stuff you could apply here. I mean, you could lower your tax bill probably, but it knows you're not Tanga, so I don't think you can convince it you're anybody but whoever it has you indexed as now.
Well, what do you think of this, Brendan? We've got 4 advantages here. 2 fails. We have 4 advantages. Do you think we could spend those on having our shadowy figures expose themselves? Or can you think of something else we should spend them on? I mean, I think 3 could, like every advantage could, expose one of the hiding jerks.
That works. I can work with
Yeah.
that. You want to do that?
Yeah, that works best. Better than anything.
They start feeling like, okay, this jerk is going to get his from the tin can. So they maybe lower their guard and start, peering out and showing their intentions.
Yeah, they start. It took that stupid droid forever to walk over to you. They are already bored. So you've got a couple people like leaning on rooftops, a few people leaning up against a building. They're riffraff, they're in tattered garbs and that sort of thing, but they're all armed for certain. And there's at least 8 of them.
All right.
You will pay tax now.
Oh, we need to get back to the ship and give you the tax. The money's there. As soon as we can finish our business.
Scanning. There is credits on you. You have taxes.
Where? I am skint, man. I spent everything on the kid who bit your buddy. Allegedly.
Hey, don't try to scam me, pal.
I'm not. Look, we have back at the ship. We have some very valuable something. We'd be able to lay on you if we can finish our business.
You hear from around or in one of the buildings. It seems to bounce off everything.
The hut with a loudspeaker. Everyone's birthday wish come true. Where's our translator? I eyeball him and ask
Your
him,
guide
so
is currently running back towards the bar. You see little clouds of metallic dust as he scampers away.
Where are they letting him go?
We will be following you to
I
your ship
asked
now.
the guys on the rooftops, why are you letting him go?
They laugh at you.
Oh, man.
They think this is very funny. They are enjoying this now.
Mm-hmm. All right, so I kick up a whole big wad of this magnetic dirt, which is interesting. What does it do when I do that? Does it like float around?
It floofs and floats a little bit, like the gravity's slightly different on it.
It very unsatisfying.
It looks kind of neat, though.
Yeah, but I'm trying to vent frustration here.
Well, you can vent it on the long walk back to the ship, and everybody's ready to follow you. What are you guys doing?
Oh, this is...
Do we even know how much taxes we owe?
We have not established that yet. We've just established that there are docking
Taken down
fees
by a
that you
tin
owe.
can? Are you kidding me? We've got something for you, though. There's something on the Y-wing.
Oh, wow. You're going to sell rebel bonds to a hut. That's amazing.
We might just fly off. I don't know. We'll see what Nev wants to do.
So are you heading back to the ship and leading this droid and whatever crew that they're sending with you?
How is this panning out? Do they like muscle in on us? And,
The droid is just standing there waiting for you to start walking. Nellis, what are you doing?
So how much I asked the droid, how much do we owe you?
Thank you.
Docking fees are proportionate to arrival times, stay, and miscellaneous fees.
That wasn't an answer.
That was my programmed response. If you find it unsatisfactory, please lodge your complaints at unfound.
Based upon that answer, it sounds like I owe you 4 credits.
Sounds like 4 credits to me. Now, very fair. Very fair. Yes. 4.
400 credits accepted.
4 credits.
All right, are you going to sit here and negotiate with this droid? Because I'm going to need a roll.
Either of you. I've got cunning of 3. Not like that's been helping us.
All right, well, we're going to find out how this goes in just a minute. Because we need to cut back to the base. Because there are more than just these shenanigans happening right now. Why are you negotiating with this droid? Anyways, where we left off, this group, Salkaldi and Soli, had then separated even further. So we now have a 3-way split happening. Salkaldia is winded and covered in ick in a hallway after just getting dodged and jumpified and given the whole runaround by the ISB agent that was cut loose by Soli.
What was it that spilled out of the container? Was it little ball bearings or was it gravy?
I don't even
was it
remember.
Chocolate syrup?
It was something. It was one of those 3 things for sure. Now that I'm not editing these before we do the next one, I do not know the answer to that question. Those are not among the 4 things I take as notes during one of these play sessions.
All right.
But so Soli, when we left off with you, what were you doing? You had just let Ches, the ISB agent, go.
Yes, that's correct. She's in the cell by herself. She's going to step out of the cell, check the pulse of the guard, who is still
weak,
out,
but
flat
present.
out. Yeah, because she only talked to the ISB agent, Chaz, for a little while and then decided to let him go. And she is going to head over as quickly as she can to the docking bay.
Okay. So how are you approaching this? Are you just casually walking?
She
Are
is.
you sneaking?
She is casually walking down the hall as though she has an assignment to go and check out a ship.
Wonderful. And you are well camouflaged as you pass rebellion operatives that are heading the other direction, but they also look like they have some place to be that's important.
Yep.
Wonderful. All right, so you have arrived to the area of the docking bay after a few twists and turns down the hallway. You pass the medical bay, wave hi to Petra, and continue on. So you're in the area.
So she is going to search out the door to the docking bay, and once she has gone through it and is inside, she's
Well,
going
what docking bay are you looking for? That will.
We're looking for the main central parking where we parked our ship.
Okay,
that's what she's looking for.
The U-wing was parked in a near empty hangar, which is not locked because yours is the only ship in there. So the door booms up very happily for you, and you enter into this big echoing hangar bay with a force field door, and there is the Aegis II in all of its glory. It looks like it's been washed. Looks like they might have washed it. Look at that.
Hey, this is cool. Look at that. They gave us the extra diamond platinum package. Love that.
That's right.
That's awesome. Well, Soli's thinking to herself, she was going to borrow a scooter or something like that, but she actually knows more about how to fly the Aegis II than she does scooters. So she's going to hop up into the ship and start her up.
All right. So, Nullis, in the back of your mind, do you remember locking the ship or anything? I mean, they were doing crew stuff on it. You wouldn't, right?
No.
Yeah. All right. So it's pretty easy to just get in, and there's Nullis's seat. It's got that nice little like curvature of his backside where it's like perfectly molded to him because this is his ship and he flies it. But what are you doing?
Are you talking to me?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. She sits in Nullis's seat, and she remembers that the ship is not locked.
Yep.
And she hits the start button.
All right. So you start walking the Aegis II through its pre-flight. Yeah. We're just gonna let that happen. So it takes a little while. You got to warm it up. There were some restraints that were placed on it for maintenance purposes that need to get, folded down and retracted.
Oh yeah, she remembers to close the door and all that sort of stuff.
You picked up piloting, right?
There isn't just a start button.
Right. But the start process.
I was being metaphorical.
Yes.
And
it's one of those new economy saver kind of
poetic.
Excellent. All right. Well, the Aegis II is warming up with that comfortable rumble and smooth sounds that you are so happy to be around. And this is going to be a lot of fun, whatever this is. Now, Solkoldia is not having so much fun in a hallway covered in stuff that we're unsure of, but it wasn't pleasant. We remember that much. And your ISB agent, Ches, has disappeared around a hallway.
Yes, my first instinct is going to be to look for the closest emergency switch and pull it down so that the sirens go off.
Oh, okay.
To alert everybody of an escapee.
So the closest one would actually be proceeding the direction where Ches had just turned. So you scramble up and make your way around that hall, or around that corner. I'm going to use one of my dark side points because Ches is absolutely nowhere to be seen. But lucky for you, there is one of those, alarm terminals that you could get into.
Okay, I pull the alarm.
Okay, so on the rebel base, there is now an alarm going off. There is also a call to come to the big room and get your speech because it's rebel time. So meanwhile, everyone is being called into the communications office to go over the battle plans. Now there is also an alarm and a lockdown occurring, correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, that's happening. What are you doing now?
Now I want to hunt down Soli.
Okay. How are you doing that?
By smelling her. I remember her smell.
Okay.
So now I'm gonna on all fours and run in her direction.
All right. I'm gonna need is this a perception check?
I think that's all I really got for that.
All right. Now, I don't think we haven't slept yet, right? If I'm not no, did we had some sleep time?
Not since last time. I still have the strain.
I have 8 hours of meditation time.
But we had, yes, when Nellis got hurt, we had a night where we slept. So you would have probably cleaned yourself. So that'll set the difficulty there. I'm going to give you a setback die because you're covered and stuff. So that's kind of throwing off the scent a little bit. But otherwise, you're good to go.
Okay, perception.
All right, do it.
Son of a... Are you serious? 2 threats. Come on.
So you picked it up back at the like cell where Ches was originally, and you're about to get it. It's like right on the tip of your nostril flares, and this like guard that's laying there kind of comes to like, what?
Cuts one really loud.
What's happening? And as the 2 threat or spent, he pulls this like needle out of his neck and it drops to the ground. What's going on? Hey, what are you doing?
Oh, thanks to your little nap, you let Soli let the prisoner out.
Wait, who?
Soli
What?
released the agent.
Somebody released something?
Oh,
Why do I
dear
feel
Lord.
weird?
I'm gonna
Why
pick him
do
up
I
and throw him into the
feel-
prison. Can I do that?
My mouth is weird.
Now this giant weasel is tossing me like a rag doll.
Yes, so you
He
stuff
still might
the
think he's dreaming.
prisoner. You stuff the rebel agent into the prisoner cell. You guys are terrible rebels, and unfortunately, due to the musk and fear that this human being exudes when you do all this, he is so confused and a little nauseous and like burping. It's weird. Like the
throw up on
sense
him.
is kind of like gone. Yeah, he probably
Maybe
threw up a
throwing
little
up on
bit
you.
too. So you've kind of lost the trail. Plus, there's a whole bunch of rebels now running back and forth. Like, what's going on? We need to go talk to Bronwyn. Or what's happening? And it's a whole chaotic situation right now.
Awesome.
Is it?
Okay. Then I am just gonna go off to forget about Soli for now and go off to the meeting or whatever.
So we're gonna ignore the ISB agent and we're just gonna go to the meeting now.
He's pointless. I threw him into the prison, so he'll be safe in there.
Not the
yeah,
rebels, the actual Imperial that was
Yes.
running around.
Like maybe
yes,
let
but I
anyone
threw
know.
the guard that failed at his job into the prison. It's not locked or anything. He's so drunk he won't even be able to
All
get
right.
out.
So Coldia starts walking down the hallway, tail wishing
She
back
is
and
full
forth.
of
and-
rage.
Oh, okay.
She
so
is a rage monster.
Tell
She
me
is
how
stomping
you are getting to the communications office.
very angrily. Anyone that gets in my way, I'm like pushing them out of the way.
Chittering angrily.
Yes. It's like the fur on the back of my neck is like spiked up now.
Ooh,
Everything's
nice.
all
Okay.
spiked up.
Yep.
My hackles.
Yes. Hackled up,
I'm like, oh.
raised.
All right.
Trying to like clean off the sludge as I'm walking away.
Probably one good shake.
Ugh.
You know, like a dog. It starts at the nose and goes all the way down. And leaves it all over.
You also have like communicators, so you could probably just call Soli too if you wanted to. But
Does she have a data pad?
I mean, everybody's got
Yeah,
comms on. her.
Everyone had comms.
Yes.
We all had comms.
Yeah, I have a comm.
But that probably doesn't occur to you as you are angry stomping your way down.
Well,
the
I don't want her to see me
communications
coming.
office. Oh my God! What has happened to this group? What happened? What happened? This was going so good like 2 episodes
She betrayed
ago.
our family. Salcoldia feels betrayed.
Oh, all right. Soli, what are you doing? The Aegis 2 is all warmed up for whatever you got happening.
Okay, so the Aegis 2 is all warmed up.
Yeah,
She's
you've got it
going
like hovering.
to-
It's off its lifts. It's in the air.
Sure, okay. Okay, it's in the air. She is going to calm Salcoldia. Salcoldia, you there?
Your comm's going off as you
Salcoldia.
angry stomp down the hallway.
Yeah, I'm
Salcoldia.
staring at it.
Salcodia,
just,
Soli, come in.
Make it go to voicemail.
Do you ignore the comm
You're
call,
gonna ignore
Salcodia?
me. Oh my God, that's so fantastic.
You just
I
got
love it.
ghosted.
Hi, this is Salcodia. Please leave a message.
It's so cold here. We're lucky she doesn't destroy it in her hand.
Something's wrong with her voicemail. I'll have to messenger her. Okay, so Soli messengers, Facebook messengers Salcodia and says, I am going to Shady Town. If you want to come, meet me at the
No, why?
meet me at the place where the ship is parked. Why can't my brain is not working? The docking bay. Thank you. Yes. Meet me at the docking bay. In
This is
5
all
minutes,
in the
or I'm
message, by the
leaving
way.
without
All of
you.
this.
Is this
I'm
is this a
leaving
group
without you.
text? Do I get this as well?
No, it's only to Salcodia.
Right, because heaven forbid that we coordinate anything.
No, she's really angry at you, pal. She's really angry that you left her behind, and she's gonna
Wow.
she's gonna
Oh yeah, that is so.
darn well follow you whether you like it or not.
Whatever, traitor, come and get it, because I'm going to hit you with my shield. And
How
put
do
you in
you know
prison.
I'm a traitor? You don't know anything about it.
Well, I
Save
do
it for
know
the
this.
comms, people. You've separated yourselves into different scenes for a reason.
Yeah.
I get this message.
You do.
Get
It's
the
a hollow
message. Oh,
video.
good.
It's really
And I
long and
turn.
rambling, and you think the ship's just spinning in like a 360 in a docking bay somewhere.
I haul butt off to the docking bay.
Yes.
So you reverse.
Yep, and I grab my glaive.
Please tell me you go on all fours, like holding the glaive in your teeth. Like, yes.
In my teeth.
After a few minutes, bursting through the docking bay door comes Salcolia on all fours with a glaive. She might be attacking
Soli
the ship.
opens the door.
All right, so the HS2 Ewing is hovering there. One of the side door panels slides open, Salcolia. What are you doing?
Soli, what the hell?
So do you jump on the ship, or are you just screaming that from the
I'm on
outside?
ship.
Look,
I
ship,
jumped
you
the
can't hear
crap
you.
on that ship.
The ship.
You have to get close to her for her to hear you.
I leaped on. I did this awesome like diving on.
Awesome. Do you do
Like
a
a
little
flying
roll?
squirrel.
Yes.
She's so loud that I can hear her from all the way in the cockpit.
There's a
And, like-
stumble.
It's not a. I mean, it's not. It's a tight space. It's not. It's not like a lot of room in here.
I'm a big girl. I can handle it.
Yes, and you are yelling and screaming, and that is scary.
My fur, I'm like shedding because I'm just so stressed.
Holy criffing. Salcolia, why are you so mad?
Why did you release the prisoner?
I didn't release the prisoner. He ran away from me.
I watched you on the video surveillance. You let him go, and now he's gonna go get all the other
I
Empire
did
members.
not. I did
You
not let him
did.
go.
I saw it. I saw it with my own eyes. I have it on my data pad. I made a video. I'm gonna put it on Twitter soon.
Oh, well, you're completely wrong. He said something to me and I had to let him go.
What did
Salcolia
he
is
say?
now playing the video of you.
Don't you see us arguing on the video? I mean, I know there's no sound, but we're having an argument there.
I'm gonna spend a
didn't look
dark
like an
side
argument
point.
to
There
me.
is definitely sound.
I replayed the video for her.
So I mean, Sully, it's pretty clear what went down.
Okay. So, Colia, there was a reason that I let that ISB agent go. And it is not to hurt you or our team or
Oh, it's not gonna hurt
The
us.
rebellion.
It's gonna kill us. He's gonna lead them straight to this base, and it's the last base we have standing.
it's not. I promise you. I'm gonna take care of it. We need to go down to Shady Town and check up on the guys because they are completely helpless without us. You know this. You know that these males are completely worthless without the females.
Sweet talk to me is not gonna help.
Salcodia, I know you.
You
Let's
were
get this
straight
I
like
know
19-year-old
you.
girling her. It's great. Like this is exactly how this argument would go. Okay.
Salcodia, they are going to go down there and they are going to mess something up, and you know it.
Can you get us to Shady Town?
You could
Yes,
just calm them
absolutely.
too. Don't
You could
forget.
just call us because we're probably, honestly, guys, leaving Shady Town to continue on with the mission.
But that would be like the obvious choice to call.
Right. So the
No,
two
Yeah.
of you
we
are on the
can't-
ages too.
We can't call them because they'll just lie to us. They're males.
This is stupid.
What is
They're
happening?
gonna take advantage of us. We have to go down there and see what they're doing, and we also have to interview all the reprehensible inhabitants of Shady Town and get the info that they have, because obviously the guys failed.
That's a good idea.
Yes,
right.
it is.
So
it's an
I'm
excellent
gonna-
idea.
So I'm gonna
Meditating
turn
here, though,
around.
guys?
Reach to my back, and I am going to pull out my binders and sneak them on Soli.
Oh,
Nope, no chance.
yeah.
All right.
What would I have to roll?
That's gonna be a roll. So
Athletics?
you're gonna try to handcuff her really quickly.
Handcuff her. Yes.
All
Oh,
right.
fine.
So
And then I'm gonna call the boys.
Soli, what is your athletics?
I was kind of hoping she was like facing the window in the pilot seat.
Well, she is piloting the craft.
Yeah.
Is
She's not in any real. She's not in a good position
3 green.
to defend
3
herself
green. Okay.
from Salcudia.
Yeah, and I'm going to give you a boost die, Eileen, because she's piloting right now. But I'm going to give you a setback die because she is on high alert too.
Okay.
Yep. She's on very
that's
high
fair,
alert.
right? You are going to be making this roll. I think this is it's not really a melee weapon. Is this a brawl, I think?
It's brawl.
Yeah, I think it's brawl.
Brawl just to subdue her? Okay.
Well, you're trying to attach the... Yeah, I mean, I think this is a strength-based kind of thing. You've got to
Brawl.
Can't
yank
have
her
coordination
arms.
sooner. Okay.
Ooh, I mean, you could argue coordination, I think. Does everyone feel that coordination would be fair here?
If she has a rank in it, sure.
I have the same rank in both, except I have a yellow and 2 greens for coordination.
Yeah, and you
And-
got some... Yeah. Yeah, I think you could argue coordination for this, the more of the finesse
Yeah, it
approach.
was supposed to be a sneaky maneuver to kind of like pounce on her and
Yep.
have them set up in a way to kind of latch right onto her hands, which are kind of sticking out at a steering yoke.
Right, yeah.
Okay,
So-
well, in that case, my my coordination is a yellow and a green.
What do you think? Contested roll?
Yeah, I'll give that
Because you're doing a contested roll,
I'll do
right?
that a contested coordination.
Yeah.
I like that. And plus, that gives me a challenge die, which I like. So,
Yes.
perfect. I think we're set up for this. Let's see if
Okay.
we're going to actually succeed in a roll tonight.
Oh God. Please roll 20 gods.
No.
Wait, but it's no success though. It's no success.
Nope.
It's just 2 advantage.
Okay.
Damn it.
So, Soli, a whole bunch of weird stuff happens. Like, you're having this really nice casual conversation, and then it's this, like, martial arts, like, hand maneuver where
cuffs are
wrists are
out.
being grabbed. There's cuffs happening. She doesn't get them on you. And so, Coldy, you have 2 advantages. What are you going to use them on?
I don't get them on her.
No.
Could I get like 1 on?
For 2 advantages, yes, you could get one of them attached. The second one did not. So you have one binder on and the other, it's just kind of dangling there. There's not like a length of chain between them. They're like kind of like a solid sort of unit. So it's just kind of hanging there uncomfortably.
And can I get the other one on me?
No, it was 2 advantages to get the one
To
on
get the
her.
one.
Yep.
Okay.
So that just happened, Soli.
Salcodia, what are you doing?
This has gone on long enough. I'm gonna
Why
get the boys
don't
on
you
the phone.
believe me?
Because
Those
I don't
guys
think
are going to
anyone can say
screw
anymore.
everything up. We have to go down to Shady Town right now and figure this out.
You are untrustworthy, Soli. Okay, I get out my data pad and I call the boys.
All right. We cut to with a side wipe down to Shady Town, where Pal and Nullis are arguing with a droid, right? That's where we
Said-
left
yeah.
off. It's 4.
Yeah.
We were going to do a negotiation. Let's get a quick little negotiation roll here.
Okay.
Negotiation versus negotiation. Are you really going to try to negotiate this down to 4? Because I think your target is going to set the difficulty number.
I don't know. I thought my mind, I thought you said we were being kind of marched back to the A wing. I mean,
well, yeah, and then Nullus had some conversation about what the actual bill was.
So we haven't. Okay, so just to set the scene, we are not en route or next to the Y wing.
Docking fees expected 400 credits plus bite fee. Poor Marv.
Pal, I got like 50 credits.
I got nothing. Do you want to hand these guys, like, look, here, tin can. We've got some gear that we can swap with you, but we've got no fluid finances.
I am fluent in over 2 million types of appraisals. Please show me gear.
All right. We'll have to head back to our Y-wing. And as I'm walking along, I'll just try to say at a whisper to Nullus, it's like, it looks like we're getting pushed out of Shady Town. Maybe we should just get in the Y-wing and get out of here. What do you think?
We would need to get a jump on them.
Well, we can just get back to the ship. Once we get back to the ship, we can make a jump for it.
Let's see how many of these guys follow us.
Okay. And then you're both startled as your communicators go off.
Right.
Because you were doing the whispery talk and
then.
Yep.
Well, so we answer our communicators.
Wait, hold it.
What?
Do we want to answer the communicator?
I kind of do.
Don't you dare.
They won't be happy with us.
Who's that? Our escort?
Sokovia.
So what? Or they shouldn't be angry anyway. Why? They were supposed to interrogate. They're the intelligence officers. They're supposed to interrogate the prisoner. That's what they do. We, took a flight.
They got the plan together. They managed to do that. They haven't communicated it to you, but they're calling now, so that's good. They're trying.
They got the plan together, or did the NPC dictate the plan to it?
No, I think Sokovia put the meat of it together, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. All right.
Hey, droid! I have a call coming in that I need to take. Do you have a problem with that?
Not
We're gonna
at
need
all.
some privacy.
Please accept your call.
All right. Thank you, Tin Can. So you answer, Nov.
It's Nullus.
Right.
Hey, Caldia, if you didn't get that, I need you back here right away. We are planning to attack tomorrow in just a few hours, and Soli has gone rogue. I think she may be a double agent.
We have a bit of a problem down here.
Oh, dear Lord, what's going on?
We're getting extorted from credits we don't have.
Why?
We ran in.
Ask questions?
Yeah, they're bad men down here. They're bad men. They're not for the cause.
You knew that when you went to Shady Town.
Hey.
It is right in there in the name.
Right. When did you start being able to pontificate, Tin Can? Stick to your programming.
It takes him a really long time to waddle away, so he kind of caught the first little bit of that, but not in any
Turn around. Keep walking. Keep waddling.
Just enough to talk a little smack on his way out.
So,
yeah.
So he's trying to hack the plane to send it to you guys. What do I do with her until you guys get here?
So, Nullus, it has now been unveiled to you that they are on your ship, floating in the docking bay right now.
Who's flying the ship?
Soli's trying.
She's doing a pretty good job with a binder on, too.
She's trying.
Yep. I tried to handcuff her and I failed.
Wait. You tried to... She's flying the ship and you tried to handcuff her.
Soli, you can hear all of this.
You can hear all of this. Prisoner.
Well, you have to understand the asset's really important.
Yeah.
We can't lose the ship by...
At all.
Yeah,
I can fly the ship. I can fly the ship, Nullus.
Oh, she's there talking too, right?
Yes, of course I'm talking. A binder doesn't go in your mouth, idiot.
Well, listen,
That's the next one.
Oh.
listen. Just put it down gently. Put it down gently.
No, we're coming to Shady Town.
No, you're not. No one's coming. We're leaving
no.
Shady Town alone.
No, let them come down. They can help us.
Yes,
Nope.
we can help you. Exactly. Salcoldia, are you listening?
Binders don't go on your ear, so Goldie, I'm sorry.
So you think you can fly the ship down here?
Absolutely.
Okay. But look for
I'll-
a Y wing on the scanner.
I'll fly very slowly.
Bring 400 credits.
And
Bring 800 credits because they're going to charge them for landing too.
so Coldia, when you guys show up, you have to be on the weapon.
Yes, Salcoldia can totally do that, can't you? You can be the gunner, right?
Guys, we're supposed to be attacking the tilt tomorrow. We're gonna use up all our ammo on a
No, it's-
robot that wants to...
It's energy weapons.
Ammo's not the issue around here.
Okay.
Time is the issue.
Did you get what you went there for?
Yeah, sure.
Yes, sure.
Salcoldia, don't believe them. They totally messed up.
Yeah.
You know they did.
I should believe you.
Oh,
I'm
man.
telling you, they're
You guys-
lying. They're lying.
What? These are a lot of harsh words coming from you, Sully. This is what they call deflection. You know, when a guilty party starts pointing the fingers at everyone else in the room.
Let's just get together and we'll figure it out when we all...
Okay, good. I'm glad you agree. And Soli punches the nav button and the coordinates for Shady Town and hits engage.
Well, there's not really like coordinates per se, but you can
Gotta
aim
just
for it
fly
pretty
there.
well once you get out of there since it's all on planet. But let's
Yes.
get a piloting check to
All
make it
right.
out of the dock. So, you know, because the base is hidden, you sort of get pushed out at a gravity, you know, with gravity assistance or with magnetic assistance, and you kick it down at like a straight angle. So there's some obfuscation to the way you fly that's needed to not throw off a bunch of Imperial sensors and that kind of stuff. So it's a little difficult to fly out without triggering any of that kind of stuff.
Is it like the way that we came in where we had to fly up through
I think the
vertical
outstream's a
tunnel?
little bit easier than the instream in this regard, only when you're kind of doing this sort of low surface level sort of thing. It's typically how you get out.
So it's like a horizontal-ish tunnel?
Yeah,
rather
put
than
a
vertical
downward
one?
angle,
Go up?
but you're so high up, it's, you know, just kind of
Okay.
space and air.
All right.
But you do get a setback die because you were trying to fly out of the interior of a giant rock, basically, and there's lots of bounding walls and stuff that could cause you damage.
Can I give her a boost die by giving her an advantage? I take off the binder so that she has two hands to use.
I will not add that setback die next for sure, but if you want a boost
Yes, yes.
die, I'm going to need something else, I think. How else are you helping Soli fly?
By
She
telling her
stops
I won't
talking.
kill her right now.
I think we're up to 4 light side points, guys. So, Eileen, consider that if you want to.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hmm?
I'll. Can I use a light side to help her get up and out?
Yeah, you could absolutely spend a light side point. Go ahead and spend it if you want to.
Do you guys want to use it on that?
I'm okay with that.
Sure.
For that, yeah, absolutely. I'm okay with anything to keep the Aegis 2 from crashing.
All right.
Okay.
So, what is that? Is that just you're channeling your destiny? How does this relate to Salcoldia and Soli's relationship? Spending this destiny point to upgrade this piloting check. Like, what is this?
Her destiny is to get the team together. The family is separated, and she needs to.
There it is.
They need to be all together.
Yep.
Right on.
That's perfect.
And not die in a crash.
Not die in a crash.
All right. Go ahead and click that spend the light side button for me. And your die pool is set up. Soli, feel free to roll it.
How do I do light side?
It should just be spend. I can do it. It's fine.
Okay.
Piloting planetary, not piloting space.
Yes, correct. Oh, come on. Really? Really?
All right. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
Really?
Yes.
For those listening.
I can't see the roll because it froze on me.
Oh,
What is the
well,
roll?
Eileen, tell the folks what we got here.
What do we have for you today? We have
there it
one
is.
success and one triumph.
Thank you.
Which
so
also
much,
counts as a
Eileen.
second success.
Yeah.
No, it counts it automatic.
Yeah, it does it right.
Oh, it does that?
in roll 20.
What are
yeah.
you
Oh,
gonna do?
you're right. I see. I'm sorry. The roll 20ness is throwing me off.
That
Thank you,
triumph
Brendan.
is the reason
Good
you
use of
succeeded.
a light side point.
Spending
team.
that light side point.
I tell you.
So, Coldia, the desire to get your clan, your adopted rebel clan, back together has been the deciding factor for whether you survive this almost. I mean, there's a chance you could have just died right now if not for your strong natural instinct to want to bring everyone back together. And you were able to fly out of the base and head down towards Shady Town. How are you spending that triumph?
The triumph I would like to spend on. Let me think. When we arrive at Shady Town, our approach is undetected by the hut group that is surrounding Nullus and Pal. And so we have the element of surprise on them.
Okay. So in your approach vector, whether on purpose or accidentally, you coordinated your movements behind some of that natural, like, crawling ball lightning that happens across the surface. The
Exactly,
flashes
the
and
crawling ball lightning.
sounds
Thank you.
are enough to obfuscate the natural noise and light that comes from the ages too. And as you are approaching, we wipe back to the surface, Shady Town. We're walking up towards a Y-wing in the distance. Nullus and Pal are there, followed by a droid, and then a whole bunch of shady characters.
Is it still the 8 of them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And are they still have weapons drawn on us?
Well, they're not like pointed at you, but they're in their hands. They're certainly like talking amongst themselves now. It's been a long walk. They're wondering why you parked all the way out here.
So, Coldy, you got the guns ready?
What if we don't park? What if we just kind of hover and then they jump onto our plane?
Oh, I'm totally not parking.
Oh, and I doubt they're leaving the
what
Y-wing.
What if she strafes in and you fire from the gunnery position in the open door at them, and then that could give us the chance to shoot our way / run our way back.
Yes,
That's a great conversation to have over a communicator, which is very tough to do in this present separated situation.
Well, I don't know if it's a conversation we need to have or one we could just metagame and they could start doing the pew-pews and then Nub and I could give it like the run for it.
No, let's stick back here. We're approaching this Y-wing in the distance. Bad guys mumbling to themselves, the droid trying to make small talk with you.
Are these guys going to be needed for the battle and like the mines and the tail? Like, are we going to take out people that could help us down the road?
I mean, you should probably land and ask, maybe. Maybe you should ask if they're rebels. I don't know. That's a thing. You guys have great ideas when you are separated.
Pal, this is Soli. Come in. Pal, come
Yeah,
in.
I'm listening. Yeah, solely.
Yeah, we have the U-wing.
Hello, friend.
Salcaldia is on the. Who is he saying hello to?
Don't mind the tin can.
It's Salcaldia is on the guns. What do you guys need? Do you need us to come pick you up, or
Wait, what do they mean, guns?
should we just kill everybody that's standing around you, or what do you guys need?
Wait, kill everyone?
Yes. Shut up, you tin can.
No, pal, you probably got about 3 seconds.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you were talking, pal. Sorry.
I was going to say blast them. We'll get away in the Y-wing.
Yeah.
You heard him, Sally. Come on, do it. Kill him. Don't hit Nullus and Pal.
So it's go, and Nullus and Pal start running for the Y-wing.
Sully
the droid,
opens the door.
double speed, which is now a trying to follow as the ne'er-do-wells look confused. And wait, what's happening? Why are they running? The Aegis 2 jumps over this rolling storm cloud and all of its glory as the door slides open and There's
Its wings put in
Salcolia.
its vector form, like leaning way back.
Yes. It gets angry eyebrows.
Yes.
And the door slides open. Salcolia, what are you doing?
Regretfully just shooting at this
Regretfully just shoot like, I don't want to do this.
crowd. I'm so sorry.
I'm
could've
sorry.
used you.
You probably have families. All right, so you just start blasting at people?
Yeah.
Let me get a
Just
gunnery
kind of at the
check.
ground around them. I'm trying not to actually hit them.
Let me get a gunnery check. You're going to get a setback die because you are shooting at stuff that isn't in the air right now.
So she's using the light repeating blaster.
Whatever the
It's-
big gun that's mounted in
What
here
is-
you'd mentioned
I think
before.
it's ranged heavy.
Oh, is it not gunnery?
Yeah, not
Okay.
from the window or from.
Well, for
from
cool
the-
factor, you can use gunnery if you want to, but if not, use range heavy.
I have no rank in either, so.
That's what I thought. Let's do this.
This is a ranged heavy.
Yep, let's roll it.
If it's the blaster, it does have auto fire.
Ooh, so we do have an auto fire. Yeah, it's a big whirly cannon. Roll really good.
Yeah.
So if you increase the difficulty by 1, you can try to use the auto fire feature on it.
Which you would definitely want to do. Because auto fire is dirty.
Yeah, but I don't have like any. Okay,
You got
let's
3
do
light
that.
side points.
It does have, it's on personal scale, it does have 20 damage base. So
Okay, then let's do it. Let's do it.
All right. So engaging the auto fire on this massive cannon that is just spitting out fat energy blast towards these ne'er-do-wells on the metallic surface of the planet. You get this nice silhouette of Pal and Null's running for a Y-wing as these shots are erupting over them. And let's roll it.
Okay, here we go.
What?
2 successes, 3 threats.
What? What on earth? I did that right too. How'd you?
It's not that unusual.
did generate threat.
I mean, the way you've been rolling. All right, so 2 successes is enough. You will complete. It does 20 damage.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You will completely obliterate about half these minions, almost an entire group with this cannon.
Oh, they're
fire.
minions? Why didn't you say so? We would have been chewing through them 20 minutes ago.
Why metagame up front? I can wait till a nice finale for this episode because this is why. So, Coldia, what does that look like?
It is pretty cool.
Oh, just
Lightning
bloodshed and
erupting beneath the Aegis
tragedy
2.
everywhere.
It's in slow-mo as Solcolia is frowning and crying a
single
little
tear
bit
down her cheek.
regretfully.
Really? Do we have some Italian opera going on in slow motion?
Yes,
Perhaps
absolutely.
some doves should fly.
There is
And I
a
probably
native
get
bird
some strain
flying.
from this gun, right? My threat,
Oh, no. Your threat are going to be other things.
like the pain I carry with me.
Yes,
Italian
as
opera.
always. Now, so I'm going to use one of them as like kickback. So it's really hard to fly this ship when you're not used to it. And now it's like there's a lot of force from this gun and there's a lot of weird imbalance. Plus you're massive and you weigh a lot. So one of those is going to be a setback die on the next piloting check for the Aegis 2. The other 2 are the damage you're doing to the surface is like throwing up a lot of debris and a lot of dirt, which
That's
is
it.
going to make taking off, difficult. Like Nullis Palace stuff is like catching up with you. It's like explosive, so it's tough to run through. It's messing with you. So I think you're each going to take a strain, as
Okey-dokey.
well as I'm technically out. Okay, well I guess each of you are just going to take a strain. I thought I had another threat left, but I don't.
Okay. Don't worry, there will be more threat in the near future.
Yeah, little like metallic rock shards cut you up a little bit, bang into you.
And you said like when the stuff gets kicked up, it moves more slowly. It's slower to
Yeah,
settle.
yeah, it's
So
almost like it's got like a different gravity to it because
Right,
of the
right.
magnetic
Yes, fun
properties.
stuff. Pretty cool. What
It
happens
is a
next? We
pretty
get a
cool
roll?
moment. Wow, did I not think this was going to happen?
Come on,
so,
Skipper.
What are you doing?
So
Getting getting on the Y-wing, I think.
No, so the minion group behind us got blasted up, and there's like what, 4 left now?
Yeah, pretty much. It's hard to tell because there's so much debris kicked up. You do
How-
see like a sad droid.
Oh yeah, we can finish them off.
Yeah, well, or we could take off of the Y-wing and use its weapon to.
Finish the tin can.
Or we can try jumping onto the U-wing.
Yep, well, these are all good options. I think we should try to hold on to the Y-wing. I mean,
Yeah, I don't think you want to lose a Y-wing. You're already down a full squadron, and
Yeah.
she has
You-
mentioned you're taking out a base or something tomorrow.
Yeah.
If you leave the Y-wing, you don't owe anything.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
I don't believe that. That's a hut, dude. He'll charge us for him storing it.
That's right. Storage fee,
Yeah.
bomb disposal.
I've dealt with these sort of tin cans before. It's not going to get. We're not going to get a break. Let me put it that way.
How far away are we from this group that was following us?
You are a narratively appropriate distance, which in
Medium
this
range?
instance is
Short range, I would imagine. You're close.
You're right in between. So it's long range to the Y-wing still, and long range. You've probably separated yourself to long range now with the blasting cover fire and all that sort of thing.
So they're long range from us?
Yeah, I think right now.
Yeah, so okay, so I can't shoot back at them. And you said I'm long range from the Y-wing?
Yes, right now.
Okay, I just do 2 maneuvers to get into short range of the Y-wing.
Okay, so you just book it. No,
Yeah.
scrambling a little bit, crawling up some rocky surface and making your way to just outside range of the Y-wing. Pal, what are you doing?
I'm looking at the range of my carbine rifle.
Oh, I'm
See
sure
if
you can
I-
take a shot if you really want to.
All right. Well, I may just want to get behind my shield and blast at them.
I mean, Nullis
Do
is
it.
heading
Do
to
a
the
birthday
ship.
shot.
There's lots of debris kicked up. It's not going to be the easiest shot, but you can
All
try
right.
to take. I mean, what's your goal? You want to try to take them all out real quick? That'll probably
Yeah,
be hard in this instance.
Well, that's what my training tells me to do. Kick in and finish putting them down.
Okay.
You know, it's like hitting a deer in the road. You need to get out and cut its throat sometimes.
All
So
right.
let's-
Take a shot. I'm going to give you 1 setback die because of all the debris that's been kicked up.
Okay. And I'm going to take 2 strain
Okay.
to try to take aim,
All right. That'll be 1 boost
That-
die.
and that'll be 1 boost.
Yep. I got it all, so you can just roll your skill.
Okay. Let me get back there. I got off my skills. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. It's called ranged light. Okay, so 1 success.
That's
And
enough to
3.
hit. Do you want to trigger anything with those advantages? I don't know what kind of characteristics a weapon has.
The carbine doesn't. I don't think it has anything exceptional on it.
What's the
Just
crit
got a crit.
rating? Yeah, I'm sure the
That's
crit
what I
rating's
need.
3.
I know. I just jumped off of it, so let me go back there and look for you.
I'm sure it's 3, if not less.
It usually is, but it is. It's 3. So
Okay.
that's 1 critical.
All
And
right.
against minions, I think I know what that does. And
Yep.
the damage is 9, so it comes to 10 damage.
That's going to be 2 of them. What does that look like?
Um,
Metallic dust kind of hovering as if under lower
well,
gravity.
since it's kicking up to about waist height, I duck down, so it seems to
Nice.
be kind of partial cover.
Pushes
um,
more of it up, and then it sort of...
And
starts
in there,
to
they
get-
probably look up and wonder where I went,
Yes.
raising their weapons, and
In
the
confusion.
closest ones to me both get shot. Bam, bam.
Just simple. 1 blast each. Drops them.
Just quite to the point. I'm just trying to keep cover so Skipper can get to the Y-wing, and then I'll follow him.
Salcoldia, Soli, what are you doing?
Still
Billy's
blasting
gonna-
away.
You're just going to just keep firing, just
The doves are still flying in
All
slow
right.
motion. They're still like
laughing maniacally.
Ave-
Right now, I'm
awesome
just shooting
music.
into dust. I don't even know.
Ave Maria playing in slow mo.
Nola's pal just turned and started shooting. What are you doing?
He's listening to me yell, "Get on the ship!"
Yeah. Okay. I thought, okay, so yeah, I tried to just get on the Y-wing and start it up.
All right, so you get to the Y-wing and start kicking it on.
Yeah.
Pal, they're running, man. They're not gonna. This has gone south on them. The droid's trying to run away as fast as it can, which is like a.
Okay. All right. If they right on. Sounds good to me. Because if once it seems that they're routed and if they're taking off and not returning fire, I'm going to, you know, and say put it on my bill, tin can, and start heading to the Y-wing after he starts firing it up.
So you smack talk the droid just a little bit and then head to the Y-wing?
Yeah. This droid totally has it coming. This is why people don't like droids, because the droid's like him.
All right. Okay.
Yes, I'm going to, if they're routed, I'm heading back to the Y-wing, absolutely.
Nullis, you got it kicked on, no problem. Pal, you're able to find your co-pilot, gunner, bomber, bombardier seat, no problem.
Yeah, I think there's a turret seat or something like that in this one. And you said it was a little bit of both, like a gunnery seat.
Yes.
Like a pilot seat, whatever.
Your little street urchin friends are like, wow, that was so cool, yay!
Keep biting him, guys. Thanks a lot.
You get an enthusiastic thumbs up from the kids as you fly up in your Y-wing.
I know, and I wonder to myself, which one bit somebody?
And is everyone headed back to the Rebel base?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I turn the ship around and follow my friend Nullis.
All right. Well, I think we have a safe journey back to the base. I should probably make you roll this, though, because getting back into the base isn't easy. But you also kind of don't care maybe right now, right? How are you guys getting back in? Or are you?
Well,
Nullis, you're in the lead. What are you doing?
He's flown it before.
Yeah,
Once.
I've flown this before.
Yeah. No, I mean, is that what you want to do, though? Do you want to try to get back in the base?
Might as well.
Or do we? Okay.
There's
Or
a
we
meeting.
can-
Yeah, you're late for a meeting, probably. All right.
Yeah, and we don't know where anybody is down here, and the one contact ran away. Like,
Right.
yeah, just
Shady Town. We rolled terribly for Shady Town.
You did.
Yeah.
I think those were the worst series of rolls I've ever seen. That was impressive. All right, so we're going to get back into the base. The Y-wing set with lots and lots and lots of bombs in the lead.
Oh.
Please don't crash. With the Aegis 2 following close behind, with Soli ready to do an expert level docking maneuver. Her first time flying the U-wing, right?
Ouch.
Yeah.
All right.
Feel free to spend another point, light side point there.
Yes.
Good idea.
Let us
say.
find out how successful this is going to be next week, because that's going to be a pretty important thing. That's going to set up a lot of how that is the stress phase I love seeing at the end of a session. Thank you for that, Brendan. Yeah, I think we're going to need to figure this out next time. Good job getting everybody back together and then starting to roll good, though. Yay, everyone.
I think that's the thing. When we're far apart, our hyper probability molecules. are
Yeah,
aligned
yeah,
in a
you're.
way, and that's why we're coming out with 4 rolls.
It's a group dynamic thing, for sure, for sure. All right,
These are
everyone.
probably-
Well,
Whoa.
say goodbye to the Twitch audience, and
Bye,
you'll see
Twitch.
them
See you
all
guys.
next week
Thank you
for
out there,
the
internet
continuing
land. Thanks, guys.
adventures. Excellent. Thank you all so much for playing. This one was really fun, and I know there were some challenging bits too. This was a good episode. Anyways, thank you everyone for coming to the live stream. We really appreciate it. I hope you had fun with this episode. They certainly surprised me. I did not expect any of that, and that was such a cool final scene. I'm so glad that worked out, and that the rolls came back, because oh man, those rolls were suspect, to say the least. So thank you so much for coming to the live stream. We will see you next Tuesday at 9:30. If you want to find out more about the show, head over to diceforbrains.com. And if you want to help us out and be our patrons and do stuff like Brendan, which is awesome, you can head over to patreon.com/diceforbrains. So thank you so much, and we will see you next time. Bye.